Did that literally come from his crotch? That gives a whole new meaning to the term love shot. Hey guys, it's your girl Laisha, K Geek XX Chic, and we are back with another reaction to The Legend of Vox Machina. We're now on to episode 7, which is called Scanbo. Like Rambo, maybe? I'm not sure. But anyhow, the last episode, we had our team bust into the prisons and try to break out the leader of the rebellion, who also happened to be a childhood friend of Percy. And we also got to see Percy finally kind of switch into whatever it is he turns into when that black smoke comes up through his neck. He took revenge out on one of the people who was responsible for his family's massacre, as well as, I'm assuming, some of whatever happened to him in his time during his time of capture. And we managed to get our group out just by the skin of our teeth. But the biggest reveal we got in the last episode is that Percy's sister, who he thought had passed away, is in fact still alive and has been under the, and I use the term extraordinarily loosely, care of the Briarwoods this entire time. And so she knows that Percy is still alive, but he does not know the other way around. And we have no idea what the Briarwoods might have been telling her all these years, and whether or not she actually is a prisoner at Whitestone, or if she's been staying there willingly based on their lies. But either way, this is going to be, I think, a huge monkey wrench in Percy's plans. So yeah, we've got a lot going down as far as this escape plan. We've got some of the rebels back. I'm now very interested to see what steps we're going to take next, because we know that even though they got this small victory, the Briarwoods are still a crazy powerful enemy, and they still also have so many dead people that they could use at their disposal. So I'm very much ready to get into the episode. But just before I do, a reminder that I do a lot of reactions here on this channel. And if you'd like to support me in this journey in any way, please go ahead, hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell. And if you like this video, please leave a like on it, as well as some comments below. You guys have been absolutely awesome with giving me context and so much added information to help me understand this world and the characters. And I appreciate it so much, Critter family. I really, really do. Thank you so much. All right, that out of the way, let's get into the episode right about now.
Residuum glass, Professor Anders.
Correct. As always, Percival.
A student, baby.
Amplify.
Ah, I see. His sister was the studious one.
Are you volunteering to demonstrate?
Certainly. Professor?
Trouble. I get it, though. When you got a brother that's that stuffy, you're going to mess with him.
A residuum touches it.
Why would you let her almost get cut, psycho?
Of Whitestone, are you, Professor?
Right?
Of course not. My lord, merely relaying the...
Shaped like a bad...
If I may.
No, you may
I
not.
still have not received word on my refinery proposal.
And you're still not going to get one.
We could triple our residuum production.
Calm down, Greedy.
Your ambitions cloud your duties. Perhaps focus on your pupils instead of matters beyond your purview.
Ooh, he said know your place. So now we know why he went up against him.
No one appreciates me, no one at all.
Professor,
Because you're
it's
built
just
bad.
an experiment.
How could you? When everything is given and nothing is earned.
Not you hating on her for being born into a rich family.
Pray you never wake to find reality knocking at your door.
So neither of you children felt the need to tell your parents that he was saying all this? Because my professor, especially if I'm rich, my professor talks to me like that, oh yeah, your ass is getting fired immediately and banned from ever teaching again. Keyleth, we don't have time for this, sweetie. Later. I know it's horrific. We'll cut them down when it's all said and done.
I assure you I'm in control.
Oh, were you in control when you pointed that at me? I saw your eyes.
The pepper box is a potent tool.
If you turn that thing on any of us again, I will not hesitate. I will kill you.
Okay.
Holding that weapon, it's like you're a different person. What is it?
Well, now that you asked.
The creation of the pepper box begins 5 years ago. I had no way of striking back.
Time for a cold dip.
My days spent struggling for survival.
Penicillin.
The hatred inside me grew. Vengeance burning hotter than black powder, nearly consuming me.
Black powder.
A spawn of science that would bring me the revenge I so desperately sought.
It is quite the motivator. Not a healthy one, but effective.
I dreamt of this.
The pepper pox.
Yikes.
No wonder he's single.
Not the time, Scanlan.
I mean, he just doesn't find the right girl.
What happened to you?
I don't know. Lots of death, destruction around me. I always thought if you could actually talk to trees, it would be somewhat terrifying because the tales they can tell. They've been around for thousands of years. They're literally the only true historians. Well, them and rocks. So she needs the sun.
The monsters I hunt. Professor Anders, Anna Ripley, the Briarwoods. And until about an hour ago, Kyrian Stonefell.
He deserved it.
Hold up, that's 5 names. Who's the 6th barrel for?
Fire!
Keela, sweetie, not the ale! Well, it wasn't good ale anyway.
It's that ale?
It was.
You told me they was all empty.
Guess there was one left.
Oh,
I mean, it couldn't have been very good. It should have made that burn brighter.
Why not just announce where our hideout is while you're at it?
All right, you made your point. It was an accident.
Ooh.
But this is bigger than all your personal shit.
Right? Can we get it together?
Sorry, Archibald. Right now I'm only thinking about my sister.
Ugh. Guess they're a close-knit family, eh? Know what I'm saying?
You? There's no kink unturned with that man.
I have to find her.
I forgot that they told him about her.
The noble de Rolo residences. Once symbols of the connection between your family and their people. Now, the Briarwoods hand them out as prizes to the cronies. And right there, Professor Anders.
Get him.
And what are we waiting for?
Hate to burst your bubble, but we can't just stomp through the front door.
Damn it. Why?
Freeing her would be a massive blow. The whole city would take up arms.
Would they? How many of them are there?
Even more guards posted in the back.
Yeah, but there wouldn't be if I made them leave.
Oh, seriously, how do you come up with these jokes so fast?
Hey, come on.
I can create a distraction while you save Percy's sister.
That would have to be an enormous distraction.
I mean, did you not see the giant hand I used to, like, float out of death last episode?
Fire that big would be seen across Whitestone.
The answer is no. It's
What's the better idea? What's the alternative?
You're the stabby kill guys. I can do this
Yeah,
alone.
he's a distraction guy. If there's anything he's good at.
You're always saying I'm annoying. Well, let me be annoying.
Right? Play to the strengths.
Don't worry about me. I know exactly what I'm doing.
I mean, he did keep the entire palace distracted while the Briarwoods almost took you out of the palace. He's not completely without skill.
No one ever suspects the scan man, right? Right? Yeah, right.
I mean, do you know the Briarwoods know you? Oh, do they? I was going to say, the Briarwoods didn't really interact with Scanlan, so maybe they don't know him. The way he said it so quietly.
That's wrong.
Really? Not God saying no. I feel like those clouds are unnatural, right? They're probably there all the time so that Papa Vampire can walk about as he needs to.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Trespasser!
That was too much.
No? Yeah, I really thought that would do something.
Oh, it does do something. Teleportation, helpful. Sweet, he's like the night crawler now. You know you're right in the right angle to just punch him straight in the... That's what you should have done in the bathroom, but I get it. There was a lot going on. Oh.
How would this ever help?
Easier to run away? You can go under a door now.
Miss me, Doogie!
How long was that spell? That's what I was thinking. Last. I mean, this is a distraction. I will say that.
What misguided ambitions delivered this miniature parcel to
Miniature. He's just, you know, stature impaired. Okay, it's fire. Wow. Okay, you needed that fire. You got it.
Wow, that was convenient.
I think that might be the worst fire-breathing power ever.
She was 13 when you last saw her, right? Such a sweet age.
She was a nightmare. Always got
I
me
was
in
about to
trouble.
say, she was a bit of a troublemaker, but...
She sounds like Scanlan.
They're not entirely different, no.
Well, they'll get along, if she's still okay.
I hope she's okay.
Yeah. The way he just walks around completely unaware, like, dude, you're in someone's house. A little stealth. Try to.
No. Tempting, but not the right time.
I mean, if you're gonna die.
Never.
Makes sense? What happened? That is a very useful form. Because I was about to say, if you turn into a girl.
Normally I hunt beasts in their domain.
Can we get rid of this guy? I'm tired of metal arms. I'm really been turned off since I actually had to watch him literally take a crap. Damn, you need to find longer spells, bro.
Now for my grand exit.
You sure? I think that guy's gonna be right there.
Had a busy evening, little man.
Why are you still standing there, Scanlan?
Scanlan's probably 3 deep at a brothel right now. Let that sex-crazed gnome do this solo.
You.
You?
But, you know, he actually did a kind of bumbly good job.
He did it. And it looks like he went all out.
Oh yeah, he's into that.
I mean, he doesn't look like he's a halfway kind of guy, if you know what I'm saying.
Try not to get yourself killed.
I was dead yesterday, remember? Can only improve from here.
Or you could actually die. Let's not do that.
Hold on. There could be a trap.
Not everything's a trap, sweet.
A lot of times it is. A lot of times it is. Like, Scanlan, I don't know how you think that jumping off the building would have been hurt less than this. Exactly, if I'm gonna go out. With the finger up. Well done, Scanlan. Let them know. Yep. Because that hurts. Oh, where are you going, Tubby? You pear-shaped weirdo.
I'm afraid this performance is over.
But you've been talking for so long. If you wanted to end it, you would have done it already.
All talk. Everyone thinks I'm a joke. But the brothels have taught me one thing.
What is that?
Size doesn't matter.
Right?
It's how you use it.
Mm-hmm. Did that literally come from his crotch? That gives a whole new meaning to the term love shot.
Knowing piece of shite.
He's like, I remind you once again.
And don't forget to tip your server.
Performance of a lifetime. Thank you.
Good show, Scanlan.
It was a good show. But yeah, you really need to work on the endurance of your spells, bro. Or duration, not endurance. Yeah.
Percy.
They were going to use her. You knew that, right?
An order. You Rolos were always so entitled.
Well, we did rule the place.
You seem to think this is a negotiation.
Don't!
Something tells me she's going to heal from that. Percy, get it together. I mean, what am I saying? That's his sister, who we already thought was dead. He's gonna blame himself for that one. Okay, guys, well, that was episode 7, and it was all about our man Scanlan, and he is the man, the gnome, the legend. Well done, sir. I really liked seeing him kind of get a chance to shine on his own. I mean, we've seen little party tricks, I guess you could call it, from him from a few earlier episodes, either from the singing, and of course we've seen the magic that can be generated into a solid form, which is often a hand, but we really weren't sure, like when he said he was a distraction guy, I believe that. I was like, yeah, I think that's about accurate. He can sing, he can dance, clearly very captivating, and I'm assuming also his singing probably has some level of enchantment in it as well to possibly get people fixated on him. But either way, I was like, this is something that I think Scanlan can do. I don't think everyone should underestimate his capability to create a distraction. Now, of course, what happened in that house was not exactly planned. Scanlan is not exactly the strategic type, I guess you could say. He's much more of a go with the flow. The energy tells me to do this type of guy, but it worked in its own chaotic way. It did work. And honestly, I think the fact that it wasn't strategic and well planned is probably why it worked best, because no one knows what to expect with him. And a lot of people underestimated him as well, because sadly, It was really because he's small, right? Which gnomes are small. But as he said, it has nothing to do with size. Like there are a lot of very powerful, smart, capable, amazing people who are small in stature. That's just a physical reality. It's not the extent of their capabilities. So Scanlan really proved that. He needed to prove it to himself, but also I think he needed to prove it to the group as well, because we saw that they automatically Vax and everyone's like, no, you can't. Especially Vex, though, kind of just dismissing him and demeaning him a bit, really, saying, you can't actually do anything of use. You're just kind of here. And I mean, it's true. He's not as sneaky as Vax. He's not, the what's the word? The what do you call it? He's not the archer that Vex is. Doesn't have the pure beasting ability that Grog has, but he has his own special way of doing things, and it may not necessarily be as strong as some of the others in some capacities, but it's still valuable. And obviously, I think we've established this for a few episodes now. Vox Machina works best when they do work together, but it's true. If all of them tried to charge into that place, it would have been terrible, right? It would have been much more bloody, a lot messier, and a lot more casualties most likely as well. So Scanlan going in on his own, making a mess, getting everyone distracted, and creating the chaos was perfect. And like I said, the underestimation of him because of his size was perfect. It worked to his favor in that I think a lot of them didn't really go all out on trying to get him because they thought it was going to be easy, especially the guy who we saw literally taking a crap. Like he really underestimated Scanlan and toyed with, let's be real, if he really wanted to take Scanlan out, he had like 5 opportunities, but he wanted to toy with him. He wanted to show how superior he was. And that was all the time that Scanlan needed to finally generate the, shall we say, the power of love that came from betwixt his nethers and took him out in the end. So yeah, I really like that. I like that we got to see Scanlan's very unique way of handling things. And I think it's also a good message about that. You don't have to always do things the way that everyone else does. Like you should really be good with what you can do and really celebrate your talents and your skills and what you bring to the table. And it's not lesser than or better than anyone else's. It's just unique to you. And Scanlan did what he had to do. He did the damn thing. Now, all we need to do, like I said, is somehow there's a way to get those spells to get a little bit longer of a duration, like that whole 30 seconds to 60 seconds thing. It's not working well for him, but I don't know if he's ever had to push himself that hard yet. So maybe that's the next level in the Scanlan journey of power. Outside of that, we got a little bit more backstory on Percy. He explained the origin of the pepper box, aka the gun, and why he created it and the inspiration behind it. Of course, he still is not referred to the black powder, we'll call it that, or the ominous black aura that comes up. But again, I don't think he's aware of it. I really think that it's happening subconsciously, and that's why he's not talking about it. But when that decides to be, or when he discovers it, I guess, we'll have to figure out if he can actually control it, because it seems to really help him out. I'm not sure the extent of what it makes him capable of, but I got to think that there's some additional stats that are tacked on for whatever it is that he generates. So it was good still to hear a bit more about his inspiration. And again, it just speaks to the genius that we've already seen, because anyone who can dream up schematics quite literally is a genius. And we saw that from the flashback, right? That he's always been the A student, the meticulous one, the smart one. And then his sister is a little bit of a hellraiser, right? She was the girl who didn't really like how prim and proper her bro was. So she literally poked at him. But, as it goes with the siblings, it might have driven him crazy as a kid, but I'm sure he would give anything to have her give him a little bit of a hard time right now. So hopefully, I'm really hoping that really wasn't the end of her that we just saw. I just don't see this guy, the professor, having the authority to take her out without talking to the Briarwoods first, because we heard them say that she's their prized hostage. So there's no way he's just going to be able to take her out without any consequences. So I'm thinking either it's not her, or as I said, she might have another ability, because we don't know what they've been doing to her since she's been there. She's been there a lot longer than Percy ever was. So maybe she's got regenerative abilities. I don't know. I'm just hoping, because I just would really hate for Percy to have lost his sister like that right in front of him. But yeah, we'll have to see what happens in the next episode. But this was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. Scanbo, you're the man. You're the man. And you absolutely did the damn thing in this episode, and I enjoyed it. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching along with me. If you did, please show some love to this video, and we will see you in the next one.